Hello, what I want, peeps, what I want. I thought I'd say an impromptu hello. How are you doing? How you doing? What is going on, collective? What is going on? I know it's in the middle of the afternoon. What am I doing here? I'm usually doing evenings, aren't I? But I thought I'd just come in and say hello. See how you doing? How you doing, collective? What I want, peeps, what I want. How you doing? It's lovely to see you here. Do you know what? I've signed on in the middle of the afternoon, not thinking that anybody would be around. But I guess it's a 24/7 thing, isn't it? How you doing, collective? How you doing? Hello, Alfia. How you doing, Helen? Oh, Susie Wong. Do you know what? I'm so much into the Lovers Rock. There's a song called Susie Wong. Susie Wong, you take a trip on around the way. Susie Wong, she's a mystery. Sexy Shorty, how you doing? Alfia, good morning. What time is it where you are? Where you at, Alfia? I bet you're in Jamaica, aren't you? Where are you? In Jamaica or America? Let me know, Alfia. Alfia. D-Gov, Gracie, how you doing? Yes, the USA. Born in the USA. My singing is terrible, isn't it? How you doing, collective? How you doing? What is going on? Good, thank you. And how are you? I'm brilliant, Helen. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hi, Jean, Emma, what that going, Queenie? How you doing, Lawrence? What's going on with the collective? What's going on? It'll big up on herself. Oh gosh, how you doing, people? I've just been asked by TikTok to do something, so I'm gonna do it. Can I do it? Subscription. How do I do that? It's asking me to. I've got a goal up there. I don't know if you've seen, I've got 2 goals up there. One is for roses and one is for subscriptions. Did you know? I'm actually doing subscription Wednesdays where I go live just for subscribers, where we get up to all sorts of shenanigans. I do one card reads for them, but if you're new, I do your own personal reading and you get a surprise with that as well. So come and join my subscription party. Come and join me. But otherwise, it's, if you really want a personal reading, if you go to my link in the bio, which is the link tree, I'm doing a special right now. And I'm even thinking, I don't know if it's going to be too much for me though, because I've never done it before, but I was even thinking if people don't mind doing lives, then you can actually sign up on the link tree. Pay for your reading and I will see it from my other phone, and then we can do live readings if you really want that. Free card spreads, whatever. I could go crazy. Do you have WhatsApp? I do have WhatsApp. The link, if you bother to look in my profile, you will see there is a link up with a telephone number, but everybody ignores it, so it's fine. So there is a WhatsApp there where I do not take calls, I take texts. So if you want to link up, or if you want, because it's easy to go through Linktree to get a reading. If you want, and you need to let me know if you don't mind it being public. If you don't mind it being public, then I will do it. But otherwise I'm doing specials where I will do them afterwards, and I do recorded messages, and I do email if you want it. I do telephone if you want it. It's all listed in my link tree if anybody bothered to look at it. I'm also starting series as well where I'm going to read whole books to you. So if you've got books that you want me to read, they have to be esoteric or self-help books, obviously. At the moment, I'm reading Your Past life regression. So if you're into that, I'm reading that and I'm uploading it slowly onto the series, but it's still in draft, so I'm still reading the book. So you can go and do that. I've also got up there Twin Flames in the series. And I don't know if you know, TikTok has started doing series now where you can actually pay for some, for information. So I've put up there the Twin Flame soulmate situation. So you can find out about what twin flames really mean, how you have a twin flame, how it all came about, examples of what it's like to be a true twin flame, and what ups and downs you have. I mean, the whole thing is there, and it's only like 79p or $99 for Americans. So go and have a look. Yes, don't forget to like, comment, share. Wanna do your thing. I don't know if I should do it. Should I do a collective reading, people? Oh, what that one? Collective, what that one? And a big up on yourself. Don't forget to like and comment, share. Okay, shall we do a collective read, people? Shall we do a collective read? Let's do a collective read. I was gonna, I'm also thinking about doing sexy time because I do have clients that want to know what it's going to be like when you get intimate with your partner and stuff. I do have clients who want that kind of reading, so I do have naughty cards, but I can't do that on TikTok. Do you know, if you want the naughty time, personal reads, please hit me up, and I might put that in my list as well, because people do want to know what it's going to be like to be personal with their person. You get what I'm getting collective? Yes, I want that go on, people want that go on, and big up on the self. How you doing? Let's get a read out. So I'm going to take out a whole lot of cards, and we're going to do a read. So Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, I've been doing this all day. I was just on YouTube, but it was a bit, so I shut it off and I thought I'm going to come over here. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance, guides, beloveds, ancestors who love us unconditionally. Please give me the message for the collective. What messages do you have for the collective? As above, so below, so within, so without. Please give us the clarity, the understanding that we need right now in this time. Please give us the message. And if you didn't know, you are God, you are sovereign, you are free. No one understand that. Okay, and if you don't know what I mean by that, please hit me up and I will explain. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance. Let me just get shuffle one more time, because Spirit's telling me shuffle, girl, shuffle. Shuffle, girl, shuffle. What a God, peeps, what a God. I got a peep in the house. Hello, Jay. How you doing, Jay? Oh, what a God, people, what a God. And a big up yourself. Don't forget tomorrow, Subscription Wednesday. And if you haven't had your personal reading from me yet, please hit me up tomorrow, because I want to do. I only did one last week because one new person turned up for their reading. It was only one person. So please turn up tomorrow, Jay. Okay, because I think you're one of the ones that I haven't done a read for yet. Okay. All right then. So let's get a thing out. So big up me subscribers. Peep in the house. When you see the peep logo, that is a subscriber. So thank you so much, Jay. Oh, make sure you're there tomorrow, okay? Because it's subscribers only tomorrow, okay? So let's get a message out. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you. So I'm just going to take some cards out. Oh, 10 of Wands already. Somebody's stressing over you because they want their 10 of Cups. Oh, no. Here we go. I'm going to get a couple of cards out, and then we're going to see why these cards are here. So I've got 5 cards out here, right? The very first card is the 2 of Wands. Somebody's stressing. And then the 10 of Cups. And then we got the 2 of Cups. And then we got the Emperor. And then we got the 2 of Wands. Oh, no. Here we go, people. Here we go. Somebody's stressing over their happiness. Are you stressing over their happiness, or are they stressing? Is this your person stressing I can't talk. Stressing over their happiness. What a God, people, what a God. Somebody's stressing over their happiness. They're trying to soldier on. Here's what I'm getting, collective. Here's what I'm getting. They're stressing over this. They're trying to soldier on, but really they want this happiness. They want this 2 of Cups. They want this union. When you see the 2 of Cups, this is about a divine connection, do you know, and a very strong soul tie, okay? Could be a soulmate, could be a twin flame. But somebody's seriously stressing about their happiness, and they feel that their happiness is this union, okay? But were they behaving like a bitch before? Are they in their ego? Do you see when you see this card? Sometimes these people are in their ego. Okay, what's going on, collective? What's going on? How you doing? So yes, was this person in their ego? Was it that they was behaving like a controlling Marfo? Okay, or were they trying to be just the leader and the fighter, but it came across wrong? I don't know, but certainly this person's at a crossroads when it comes to this situation, because they're trying to soldier on. They want their happiness, but what is stopping them? We're going to find out. I'm going to clarify each and every one of these cards to find out what the hell is going on, collective. Oh, what I got, collective, what I got, and a big up on itself. This is gonna get deep. And as I normally say, it's gonna be a doozy. Thank you so much, Duke. Duke the man. Thank you so much. But, you know, you could, oh my goodness, Duke, you ain't messing about, are you? Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Why is this person stressing? Oh, Duke, you're the man. Of course, Duke, man, you're the man. Duke, how you doing? Thank you so much. You should join my subscription service. You might get some more out of it. But here's, oh no, here we go again. They want to come forward, but do they have the structure and discipline? Because they behave like the BITCH, didn't they? Oh my goodness. So now this person's so drawn because they know they was a controlling marfo. Okay, and this was their undoing. I always watch you and you always are on point. Thank you so much, Duke man. You're a star. You should come and join my subscription. I could do your reading, my friend. But this is what it is. Flip it, switch it, twitch it. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what your name is, but thank you for the roses. But what I've got here is somebody who is they made the wrong choices. They was like, I'm going to control this situation, and when I control this situation, I will get what I want. But instead of controlling the situation, you turned your back, get them. You withdrew your energy, and when you withdrew your energy, their ego was so deflated. Their ego was so like, oh my God, what was I thinking when I did what I did? Because they lost you. Now the question is, can they get you back? Can I gotta get away? They want this happiness, but we're going to find out. Let's go deeper on this happiness. Why did they want this happiness? Huh? Let's find out. Thank you so much. Hello, Peep. Jay, hell to the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Jay saying hell to the no. Yeah. It would make them so happy to be with you. You see, when you feel the Pentacles, sometimes it's about they want to work with you, they want entrepreneurship with you, they want all this kind of stuff. But you see, and it can happen if it's a twin flame soulmate, okay? I'm not saying it's happening per se. I'm saying that if they would have thought about it in the first place, because they could have seen what type of person you was, that you was a grafter. You was the one that could have put the work in. Not to say that it wouldn't be an equal situation, because you're not going to work for somebody who's a partner who's not going to put the graft in with you. Okay? But what's happening here now is this person wants to do a double take because they invested in the wrong thing. Okay, they invested in the wrong thing, the wrong person, the wrong situation, whatever it was. They invested wrongly and now they want to double back because this is what make them happy. I'm telling you, go ahead. I have them too many yeah, because this time you said no, to the hell no, to the hell no, no, no. Hell to the no. That's what you said. You said hell to the no, and now they want to come into union with you. They recognize the twin flame soulmate, the soul tie. Do you know what it is? This person feels the tug. This is why they're doing the in and out energy. They think, why do I feel this tug? They don't understand it, and they're not bothering to find out either. They're feeling the tug, and they don't know what this tug is. Only you know what the tug is, don't you? You know that this is a soul tie. This is a soul connection. This is somebody you know from a previous life. Yes, I did. I said no more, and I'm never going back. Yeah. You say that now, but if that person was in your face, how would you feel? I'm going to put a controversial question towards you. You say hell to the no now. But if this person was in your face, up front and personal, how would you feel? I want to know, people, how would you feel? If this person was in your face, up front and personal, would you hear them at all? You tell them to F off? You tell them no to the no. Would you tell them hell to the no if they was up in your face? Because it's one thing saying it from afar, but it's another thing when they're up in your face, up front and personal, isn't it? Do you know, even talking to somebody, you feel the pull, don't you? Even talking to them, you feel the pull. Never mind them being up in your face. You know what I mean? Let me know how you feel about that. Yes, already know. I'd wish them the life they deserve. Yeah. Do you know what? Somebody said, I had a conversation with somebody and I was saying, if this person was up in your face, up front and personal, how would you feel about it? Would you hear them out? And do you know, personally, I would hear them out. I would hear them out because you sent them love and light. You sent them, you know, if you was in a situation like that, okay, and they did you something, you should have been the bigger person and forgive them, okay, because you're not forgiving them only for them, you're forgiving them for you, okay. This person now wants union because they know they made a mistake. Okay, they know they feel the tug. They know this is you or somebody that they've known from a previous life. This is somebody they want to reconcile with. Okay, so let's find out what is going on with that. So I'm going to pull another card. Yeah. The problem is, though, they know they gave you the stabation, the trication, the jugulation. The stabation. I've forgiven them for me, but it didn't serve me anymore. Yeah, they are just going to take more. I forgive them, but yeah, you can forgive them from afar. You can forgive them from afar. Send them love and light. Send them on their way. But you don't have to deal with them. Just forgive them for you more than them. Forgive them for you, because you have to forgive yourself for putting yourself in that position in the first place, okay? And this is what some people don't seem to understand. What is going, Tanita? I've got another subscriber in the house. Go on, girl. Big up yourself. Jay's in the house. Thank you so much for being my subscribers. And we got subscription Wednesdays tomorrow, so please join me, especially if you're new and you haven't had your reading yet. Please come and join me tomorrow. So I was saying, this person wants this union, but the problem is they gave you the stabation, the trication, the jugulation. It's funny this come out with this card. Do you see the stab? Do you see it? They weren't messing about. I'm telling you. Oh, thank you so much, Duke Man. Lady Cherry, what a god. What a god. Thank you for following me, Lady Cherry. What a god. Have I got Rasta in the house again? Rasta Empress. Wasn't you just on my YouTube? I had somebody called Rasta on my YouTube. Is it the same person? Tell me if it's the same one. What is going on, good? Yes, girl. Big up yourself. The Jamaicans coming out now. But anyway, yeah, somebody give me the stabation, the trication, the jugulation. So they're finding it very hard. They're finding it very hard. They want to come in like Captain Save-A-Hole. They want to come in like the boss bitch. They want to move forward to you, but sometimes when I see this chariot, okay. Hello, Tatiana. How are you? I'm good, thank you, girlfriend. I'm good. I'm just doing a collective read. But what I was saying was, here's what we got. This person, they want to come forward to you. Anything, kids, they want to come with this in that energy. They keep wanting to come in. They want this union. They want this reconciliation. This is all I'm getting in this spread. How them stab you and how you don't trust them anymore. But when I see this card, it's like, this is of spirit. And this person, the spirit is telling you, when you see these major arcana, spirit is telling you this person so wants to come in. But the problem with this card is that, do they have the structure and discipline? Do they have the structure and discipline when you see this card? Because sometimes, in the good sense, they may have the structure and discipline, but in the bad sense, you just know they're just playing wild horses. You know that? Wild horses. I can't remember how that song goes now, but it's one of those punk rock songs that's quite famous. Wild horses. Do you know what I mean? It's like they just want to dip in because they missed the nookie with you. They want to dip in and dip out. Tell them to go ahead. Go on, go on, the business. I want that one. Yeah, but see, look. The sleepless. Every time I get out a good card, I get a bad card with you. What's going on today? When I realised what was going on, I got divinely angry and I said, I'm done. They are done. Yeah. Do you know what though? Just by turning your back on these people, sorry, I nudged the table. Just by turning your back on these people, you take back your energy. They can no longer feed in your energy because you did nothing. You see what the true nature of being a vampire, an energy vampire is this. They soak in all the encouragement you give them. They soak in all the help. You was the chef in the kitchen. You was the boss. You was the boss bitch out there with your entrepreneurship, helping them out. You was the slut in the bedroom. You was the mother. You was the matriarch. You was the stability in their life. Okay. The minute you withdrew that energy, They went so downhill, it was ridiculous. What they did was, they thought they could soak in your energy, and because you was giving them that energy, okay, they took it elsewhere, thinking that that was going to be always the case. But they didn't realize it was you and your earth angelness, you and your empathic self, you and your light that was giving them energy. You withdrew that. They know they ain't got no energy to suck on, have they? So therefore they take it somewhere else, thinking it would work the same way down wherever they went, and it didn't work. Some of these people are just dark generally, and they do feed on energy. They feed, and it's an insecurity of some of these people have really got devil entities attached to them, okay? And they pick it up from other people because they dip in Harry, George, Jane, Carol, but and pick up all the dark entities with them. And so they get to the point where they've been hurt so much, they've done so much of the nonsense that they're emotionless. And so rejection to them is part of their course, and they don't care. Some of these people really just don't care, to be honest. You know, they just don't care. So you say, oh, well, I'll see you in another lifetime. You're always so on point. I'm always so impressed with your readings. Thank you so much, Mr. Dukeman. If you're loving this, please like, comment, share, follow. But even better, if you want to get down and dirty with me, please subscribe. Hit up the subscription then, people. Oh, thank you so much, Dukeman. You're at it again, Mr. Dukeman. How you doing? How you doing? Well, big up yourself, collective. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Oh, thank you so... Oh, my goodness. You ain't joking, Mr. Dukeman. Thank you so much. Anyway, let's carry on with this story, because you know I could talk for... You know I could talk for England, right? What a God, people, what a God. Thank you so much, Mr. Dukeman. If you can see, I've got targets going on up there. I don't know if you can see the targets, but I've got roses and I've got subscriptions. So please join me, because you know, the more the merrier. Because tomorrow when I go live, it's subscription only at 7 o'clock. You've probably seen the events every time I post a video, but tomorrow is subscription Wednesday. Hit me up and be a part of the What I Want Sword tribe. Anyway, let's carry on with this story. Waterfall talk that talk, walk that walk. At Dukeman, same to you, darling. We're vibrating higher than ever. What did Mr. Dukeman say? Did I miss it? What did you say, Mr. Dukeman? Oh, you're always so... Oh, is that what you said, Miss? Oh, thank you, Mr. Dukeman. I'm always so impressed with your readings. Thank you so much. If I wish it was me, I wish I could take the credit, but Spirit is with me. They walk with me. My guides, my beloveds, my past overs. They give me the energy. And I tell you, if you've known what... It's like I'm on another timeline now. I'll be honest, I feel like I'm on another timeline. I did a reading for somebody the other day, and I took out my pendulum. And it scared me. It scared me, the answers that came out. But yeah, so Crazy Horses by the Osmonds. Yeah, you see, I'm just telling my age now, aren't I? Because I just remember that horse, Crazy Horses. Oh, Jay, what is that? What does that mean? Jay sent TikTok. What does that mean? Tell me, what does that mean, Jay? I don't know what it means. I've never seen that one before. Jay Lou, yes, we are. Thank you so much. Keep rising and doing this self-love and care. Yeah, that's the first thing I'll preach. Love yourself first. And then you will understand and know when you see these people come in that you will love yourself first. You will have the strength to walk away from that nonsense, because... You know, Spirit is with you always. When you feel you're alone, you're not. Spirit is there. Your people are walking with your ancestors, your guides, and when I say beloveds, I mean the people that are passed over, okay? And they give you hints and tints if you really want to see it, that they are showing you that they're with you. So when you're alone, you're never alone, okay? Even if you live alone, you should never feel lonely. Okay? If you feel lonely, you haven't done your shadow work. Because that means that you still got work to do. You still got to love yourself. You still got to go within and find out why you feel that way. Because, you know, if you don't do the work for yourself, how can you love somebody else if you're still healing? Because that means you're still healing from something. That means you're still healing. And you should never be going into partnerships relying on somebody to make you happy. You should learn to make yourself happy. And if you can't make yourself happy, there's a problem there. You get what I'm giving, collective? You know, this society make it bad to be alone, to go to the cinema alone, to sit down in a restaurant by yourself, to go on holiday. I've done all those things because I love myself and I like my peace. And this society makes it wrong for you to do that. Why does this society do this to you? Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, you love yourself enough to take yourself on holiday. You love yourself enough to actually go out to dinner. You love yourself not to wait on people. You want to go and see a film, but nobody else wants to see it. Why do you not love yourself enough to take yourself out on a date to go and see this film? Why do you not love yourself enough to do that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Me personally, I don't get it. Do you know what I mean? It phases me. What's going on? I love that. I prefer being on my own. Yeah, I love to watch a film by myself because if you're Jamaican, especially, if you ever been to, I went to Montego Bay and went to a Jamaican cinema, and they talk through the whole movie. It's scary. They say, guess what's gonna happen next? Go on, recollect it. Go on. Oh. I hate it. So I prefer to go and sit down and watch a film by myself and take it in to the fullness rather than have somebody nudging me every 5 minutes. Is that going to happen next? Oh, I want to cover my... No, I'm not into that. Anyway, yeah, no interruptions. And you can eat your food in peace and buy whatever you want instead of people making you feel guilty for what you're buying. I'm vegan myself, but I do like a junk vegan food. I do like the junk McDonald's food sometimes, just as a treat. I do like to do that. Do you know what I mean? Because all these restaurants most of the time have got vegan options now, but they're all junk food really. But I might do that every now and then, and why not? Go and sit down in a McDonald's and eat a vegan. So what? I'm still ethical because I'm vegan. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that, you know, you get what I'm giving, collective. Share the live. Yes, thank you, Scorpio. Share the live. Go on. Thank you so much. Like, comment, share. Show your appreciation. Anyway, let's get back to the story, shall we? So we've got somebody who thought they was the emperor, but really they're just a waste of time doing what they wasted their time doing what they were doing. Okay, they wasted a perfectly good opportunity doing this. I want to take control of the situation and they bring shit all to the table. And it was you that was doing all the work, but they want to demand. They want to make demands. But they realised they let go of this happiness. Oh, what I want, people, what I want. In all of this, if there's a good card, there's a bad card. Because this person wants union. Okay? But they betrayed you. So how are they going to get this union if they're going to betray you? Because when you betray somebody loses trust for you and they don't want nothing to do with that. How is this person going to persuade you that they're... Do you know, and I was just saying, please give me your... I was just saying... saying that, what do you do if this person gets up in your face, upfront and personal? Do you send them on their way? Do you have the conversation? Do you tell them to F off? What do you do? What do you do? Because they're coming, people. They want to so come. But they want to come towards... Come. Oh, my God. Did I really say it? They want to come. No, they want the chariot. I want to go on, peace. What I go on. But here's what it is. They're having sleepless nights trying to figure out how they're going to come forward to you. They're having sleepless nights, and it's going to put you to the point. Now, we want to figure out what is the two paths with these people. Because remember, I only got 5 cards out originally. But I'm clarifying each and every card. So I want to know, why is the two paths here now? Why is the two paths here? So Holy Spirit, please give me the message. Guides, beloveds, ancestors who love us unconditionally, please give me the message. Thank you. Please give me the message. Because they want to be this, do you know, for some of you, I'm going to be honest, for some of you, okay, they want to be the honest one and come forward and be the right person for you. They want to be the person that they should have been in the first place. You know, warts and all, okay? But sometimes, you see this King of Pentacles. Yes, they are the stable, reliable one. They're the one that is like the one, you know, not only are they financially attractive, but they are attractive. Let me see, it's going like a whirlwind. I'm sleepless nights, more like it. I had sleepless nights. What? Go on. Vika, there, wagwa, Vika. I told them when I left. They know not to even step to my face. They always come in with the sob story. Yeah, some of them, you see when you get some of these people, they're just playing on your empathicness. When they play the victim thing, sometimes they want you to sympathise with them. Like, for example, they tell you that they almost committed suicide. This is a horrible thing to talk about. Or they had an accident and they almost died. And they're playing on your sympathies because they know you're empathic. Do you know, I had one person show me this slave ship thing where people were dying. And I cried. I literally cried. But they were doing it to see how empathic I was so they could play on my energy. They think they were being smart. Do you know what I mean? Because when I see certain things, it makes me cry because of the empath in me. Do you know what I mean? But you learn the art of discernment. Okay? You learn the art of discernment. And in this case, this person might be trying to be a stable influence, but also this is the married man in the bunch. Okay? Now, this person's got two paths. Now, here's what the story is. They could leave that marriage for you. This is the two paths, okay? They could leave that marriage for you, okay? Okay? They can be their bitch and put you in a third party situation, or come back and pretend like they're not married, or they're single, or they're in their singledom and all this kind of nonsense. And they could, and this is the thing, they can either breadcrumb you again or pretend like they're looking after you and this, that and the other. Because you know what, I'm the old-fashioned time of girl. If someone's going to date you, they date you. You know, we used to call it courting. They used to take you out on dates. They didn't used to want Netflix and chill. What the hell, Netflix and chill? Okay, no, that's a friend. That's a friend. They say they're just a friend. Or they want to come with a situationship, but they want you in the kitchen cooking and cleaning and all sorts of nonsense. Tell them to go ahead. Okay? A date is a date. And you know, my standards have risen so high that, you know, you say you wanna get to know me, take me out on a date. Start dating, because dating is nothing but an interview, people. Okay? They always come in with a sob story. Yes, I've got so many messages I ain't seen. They know not even to. I told them I left. I had to leave. What? Peace I love. Yes. Scorpio 50s. No rest for the wicked. Yes. This is what karma's all about. No rest for them. They can't sleep at night. The demons are nyam them. Oh my goodness, you see in the middle of the night when they're lying, you see how the leg is on the floor, they're not sleeping, it's their nightmares they're having. What a go on, people, what a go on. Thank you so much, Candy. What a go on, what a fun. Tish is in the house. What's going on? I'm not interested. I want fresh fish. I'm patiently waiting for divine timing. Yes. And pay the bill. No 50-50. Yes. Yes. Because if this person really wants you, do you see what it is? If this person really, really wanted you, to be honest, if this person really, really wanted, there would be no hesitation. Do you know, for example, if you're dating somebody and it goes past a year and you haven't got serious, they haven't wanted to commit to you, they haven't talked about engagement, they haven't talked about marriage, they haven't talked about any kind of commitment, walk. Because they don't mean you no good. They're just having you around till they find the right one. Because if you notice, I've seen so many stories of people being with people like years and years and years. They've been with these people for years and years and years. And suddenly this person marries somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, creep. But yeah. They years and years and years, and then suddenly they will go towards somebody else and find somebody else, and within 6 months they're married. Because you was a placeholder. Do you know what I mean? Some of these people do that deliberately. Like, I'll have you around. And people that do that, okay, on top of that, they are not healing. They're not healing. They're not going away and going into their little cave and they're not healing. They're just bouncing from one person to another. And they think they found the right person. But you see, when people bounce from one person to another, they're picking up all these people's entities. So when they finally find the one that they want to be with, they're expecting too much because they've gone with John, Dick and Harry, okay? And Harry is a good cook. This one is good in bed. This one is the entrepreneur, but they're looking for somebody that can do all three. But because they've picked up all those entities, okay, they're expecting that from somebody else. And this is where the cycle begins, because they can't find everything in one person. Nobody is perfect, but they want the perfect thing, but they're not perfect themselves because of all the entities they picked up. And so therefore, they will go out and cheat on you because they didn't find what they wanted to. And when you start hearing people talking about, yes, they can love more than one person, that is why they're saying that. There's no such thing as loving one more than one person. It's because they're seeing different things in different people. They want different things in different people. They want this in the same person, but nobody's perfect. And this is what people don't seem to understand. So when they start doing things like that, be very wary that, for example, they want to be dating you for years and years and years, and they go towards somebody else, and 6 months later they're married. Why did they not marry you? You was the placeholder until they found what they really wanted. So if you see these things where it's stagnating, after a year, if there's nothing gone on, walk. Walk. I think Christine, go on, wanna big up on herself. Please like, comment, share, show your appreciation, people. If you're liking the conversation, yes, facts, yeah. Do you know what? You get too old and too long in the tooth for them kind of nonsense. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe it's like, I mean, this day and age, people don't go dating. It's like they do the Netflix and chill and do the situationships, and then 6 months later they decide they don't want this person. Go dating. Dating is the best thing to do because it's an interview. You don't have to sleep with people to date. You can date 3 or 4 people at once. It's nothing but an interview, really. It's like getting to know somebody, and then you decide who you want to get serious with. But don't just do this, oh, come around my house. Come around my house. I've never, I've gotten to the age where I would never do that again. Unless they're taking me, come and turn up and come and take me out for a date, or I'll wait here for a couple of minutes and then they're getting ready and you can go for a date. But don't let somebody tell you about let's Netflix and come over because they're just after sex. They're just after companionship. They're just filling a gap. Do you know what I mean? They're just looking for a good time. No, don't let somebody do that to you. If somebody is dating you after a year, there's no commitment, there's no shit, or they want to tell you about, oh, let's go with the flow. Tell them to go here and move on. Don't even entertain it. What's going on? I'm just seeing some flurry of activity. I am so old school. So am I. I'm so old school. Thank you, Spiritual Badass and others for, Thank you so much. Thank you, Kristen, for the rose. Oh, thank you. Going to interview somebody in the next few weeks. Deep and I love it. I'm going to interview somebody. You're cracking me up now. Courting is what it's called. It's called dating. Back in the day, it was called courting. Back in the day, it was like, they have to turn up at your front doorstep. Turn up at your front doorstep. They'd have to wait outside because you're not allowing them in. And then, you ready? Yeah, all right, let's go. And they will take you to the car. Or you go and take the public transport. It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? You go and take the public transport and then, you have a good time and you go to the front door and they give you a peck on the cheek or you have a kiss if you like the person and then you go indoors and then when they get home they call you and you have a conversation and they say how was your day and you have conversations. They wake you up in the morning with a phone call, or they tell you good night on the phone. That's how it used to be back in the day. And now what it is you meet somebody on Tinder. You meet somebody on Tinder. Oh, I'm coming round. Can I come round? You don't know this person from Adam, okay? And you get on the Tinder and you're having this you may talk for a little while, but you don't know if you're meeting the representative. So the representative turns up at your doorstep or you go to the representative's house. Oh, I thought we was going out. No, let's just Netflix and chill. You're sitting there, they're creeping up on you. They start feeding upon you. And next thing you know, you're lying down with them and then they say, how was that for you? And you say, there you go. And that's the end of that. There wasn't no kind of getting to know each other. There was no kind of feeling at what it was. You met the person's representative. You didn't meet them. You met their coochie, or you met their. They drove the car into the garage before you even get to know this person. with a bunch of flowers. You just were like hearing me laugh, innit? Tinder, plenty of fish. I heard about this. Do you know what? I've never been on a dating website. I've never been on a dating site. No, that's a lie. One time I joined Plenty of Fish. And like, I got so many hit ups and it scared the shit out of me because some of these people just look weird. I don't know why people are doing that. I'd rather go to a gathering and meet somebody. I'd rather go to a party. I'd rather go to a group setting and do that because at least you're upfront and personal. Even if they want to still come with representative, they have to get to know you and you have to get to know them. I don't like all this trying to get to know each other on the internet. I mean, if you carried it on for maybe a year or whatever, if you carried it on, and you did the long distance thing, and you that's slightly different, but that's more better caliber websites. You see, like Tinder and Plenty of Fish and all them ones. Nah, they're just hookup sites for sex. But Match.com probably, where they literally take the time to match you to somebody. Do you know what I mean? It's like, not that I've done the research, but I've looked into these things because I just think, you know, I'm a big one for research. I'm a big one for, if you haven't guessed already, I'm a big one for research. I love to read. I love knowledge. Do you know, it's kind of like, oh, really, there are some arid ones out there. Oh my goodness, really? Invite, it's so... Yeah, anyway, should I carry on with this read? I keep getting distracted from this read. Yeah, this person was... This is either current future energies, okay? This person is trying to make a decision to come more towards you, but the decision they've got to make, what I'm seeing here, is either they get rid of what's going on in the background and come towards you because they know that you're not having it, okay? Okay, they still try to come towards you with their nonsense in the background. Do you know? So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck and see, because I'm the bottom of the deck queen, and bottom of the deck is future energies for me. Okay, so let's find out what the hell's going on with these people. See, look, really, they want to be the King of Wands. They want to be this passionate, enthusiastic person about you, but why the King of Wands? Yeah, I'll tell you why. Here's what we got here. This person sees you changing and going forward and seeing you for who you are. They're seeing your worth now. This is current, future energies. They see who you really are, okay? You might have given them the strong, silent type. You might have given them the timid person, the one that they remember, okay? But in the background, it's only when you get into it that they realize who you really are, that you probably was a test to them, that you was an earth angel to them. You was there to help heal them, and they didn't realize that. They took it and ran with it and decided that they didn't want anything to do with it. Because maybe, for example, for some of you, you've got soul ties that are completely different. They come from different races, different countries, different religions, different ways of doing things. And it's like, they're being superficial and thinking, oh no, my people won't approve of that. Oh no, I don't know what to do about this because they're very different from me. But if the soul wants what the soul wants, I don't care if you're same sex. I don't care if you're non-binary. I don't care what it is. The soul recognizes none of that. You know what I mean? The soul doesn't recognize what religion you are. The soul wants what the soul wants. You get what I'm giving, collective? You get what I'm giving? The soul wants what the soul wants. It doesn't recognize creed, color, race, nationality, religion. It doesn't recognize that. It recognizes love. Love is the universal language, if you didn't know. And unconditional love too. Warts and all. So this person sees you changing. I say all that to say, this person, yes, I get you, yes. Because I may be the colour I am, but I don't give a monkey's what race, colour, creed. I used to think like that. I used to think black is best. If I was going to date anybody, it'd be black. But let me tell you something. Since coming to this journey, it's like the soul wants what the soul wants. There's nothing you can do about that. Do you know what I mean? If you've never been in a same-sex relationship, but all of a sudden your soulmate happens to be a same-sex relationship, so what? It's the soul. It's the soul protecting the body, not the body's protecting the soul. This is what you have to remember and know and understand. Okay? So, your person sees you moving forward. You're changing. You're on your journey. You are getting good luck. You're elevating. You are shine, shine, shine. This person wants to be along the ride for you. But guess what? They're not getting it. I'm not getting no satisfaction. Could you say hell to the no? To the no. No, do you know what it is? You may be saying no now. Okay? You may be saying no now because this is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? You might have kicked them. I'll tell you how you might have kicked this person back, right? And they think, oh, I'm not, they're really pissed off now. But what happened was that they might have soft ghosted you. So you had this separation. They might have soft ghosted you. You never heard from this person at all. Left, right, said, oh, whatever. Okay? So you decided in the meantime you're going to block them anyway. So because you know this person, they're going to try and come back. Okay? So this person 3 or 4 months later tries to come back, but you've blocked them. And it surprises them. So this is no to the hell, no. Because you're trying to heal. You're trying to elevate. You're trying to get this person out of your energy. And all this, you see all this business with the candle magic, I'm not into it. Okay, and I'll tell you why I'm not into it. When people say they're releasing people with the candles and burning rope and all that kind of nonsense, okay, yes, you are releasing somebody on your end, but does that person know that you're doing that? Does that person, because it's all about energy. It's not about 2 candles and a rope. Okay, it's all about energy. This person doesn't know to release you. So even though you say you're releasing them, did they release you? Did they release you? Okay? You get what I'm giving, collective. So now, you're saying hell to the no. To the no. You gave it to spirit. You gave it to spirit and we're on your journey. When I say you're going on your journey, I mean, you're investing in yourself. Okay? You're thinking about your personal growth. You're thinking about what you want to do with your life as opposed to what this person... Because up until a certain point, you was thinking about that person. You weren't thinking about yourself. You're thinking, how am I going to please this person? How am I going to make this person happy? How am I going to serve this person? You was doing all of that, forgetting about yourself. And in turn, this person was taking that energy and making you look like you were worthless. Okay? Making them feel like, oh yes, I can command and do what I want with this person. I can go and empty the trash and they could do everything else. I want that go on, please. What that go on? Do the big up for themselves. You get what I'm giving, collective? Because here you are, the boss bitch, the boss man, in your abundance and your stability. Some of you, yes, you are single, but some of you are just in your balance. You're just balanced out and you're in your stability. While this person is feeling rejected, because let me tell you something. When you see this card, I didn't finish telling you, did I? Here's what's happening. This person soft ghosted you. I call it soft ghosted. So they disappear for 3 months. And all of a sudden they come back and say, how are you? How you doing? You ignore the shit out of them. They're not used to you ignoring them, okay? And then they do things that they think will emotionally affect you. Like, they didn't recognize your birthday before, but all of a sudden they're recognizing your birthday. Okay? Go ahead. Like, they will text you on your birthday when they've never done that before, okay? Or they say, how you doing? And the text. And if you've got a phone like mine, for example, even though somebody's blocked, you'll still see the message. You'll still see the message they're trying to text you. Especially, obviously you're not going to get the phone call, but if they leave a message, you will get it even though you've blocked them, okay? So they try and leave this, how you doing? It's a long time. And they know they did you some damage. They know they broke your heart. They know that they was being a bitch, but still yet they want to come back like nothing happened. This is when you see the magician, okay? So this is you, hell to the no. To the no. Because you do your thing and you're rejecting this person. This is all coming out the bottom of the deck now, people. This is all at the bottom of the deck. You're looking after your happy. You're looking forward to your happiness. And so what you've had to do is defend yourself. Protect your energy, protect your space, protect your time, because time is the master and you cannot get back. The one thing in this life, no, there's 2 things actually. The one thing in this life is like you can't get back time. And some of these people want to come back and say, but we've got history. So what? What does that history, what does that history do for you? It does jack shit, because that was the past. You should be in the present moment. You be in the here and now to get what you want, to manifest what you want. Stop thinking about the future. Stop thinking about the past. Think about what you're doing right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. What's going? They run the streets. They're for the streets. They're for the streets. Oh my goodness. I run that town tonight. I've got a song for everything, haven't I? Hi Michelle, how you doing? How you doing? How you Mai? How you Shikisha? I can't pronounce that, please. Lawine, how you doing? How you doing? I'm not big up on herself. Please like, comment, share, show your appreciation. What is Guani Collective? So now you're protecting your energy. You're protecting your space. You're protecting every goddamn thing that is to do with you. You are cleansing and Palo Santo in like a mafia. You want this person out your energy. Some of you, I tell you what, like I said previously, some of you do want to talk to this person, even if it's a closure. Okay, I don't give a monkeys. You should be giving yourself closure. Love yourself enough to know that there's no such thing as closure. Okay? They can tell you about there's unfinished business, but there isn't. What unfinished business? Do you know sometimes closure can make things far worse? Like you meet with somebody and they tell you exactly why they left you. Do you really want to hear that? Or do you want to hear you meet up with this person, oh, can we be back together again? You didn't really go there for closure. You went to hear what they have to say. Okay? But that can be far worse. Do you really want to hear that? To be honestly, when people start talking about closure, give yourself closure. Write down how you felt. Write down, tell them that you release them. Tell them that you forgive them. Burn it. There's your closure. What I want, people, what I want. What else is coming out here? Because that's deep. See, look, here comes the... Dun, dun, dun. Here comes Captain Saberhole. Don't let the ego win. Stay home. Ah! You're funny. Jay, you're funny. That is funny. Don't let the eagle wings stay home. That is funny. But let me tell you something. Here comes the representative. They want to show you a side of them they've never showed you before. But is it the real them? Is it going to be the real them? I'm not trying to be a naysayer, because the next thing that's coming out is the cut-off queen. You cut, you delete, you karate chop, you get them 1, 2, da-da-da. The boxing gloves came out. Da-da-da. What is going on? I'm laughing, but these are real messages, okay? I'm laughing because the irony of it. If you don't laugh, you're going to cry, right? If you don't laugh, you're going to cry. What do you think, Mr. Dortman? What do you think, Jay? I'm telling you. There's the cut-off queen. And you're not even facing them. You just tell them as it is. You say, look, let me tell you something, okay? You see all the nonsense you've done? It stops here, right now, right here, right now. I'm going to stop it now, because honestly, this is funny. For me, it's kind of like irony. It's the irony of it all, because I'm not the only person that's been through this kind of shit, all right? I'm too old to not go through this kind of shit. But let me tell you something. Everything, never, ever look at anything as a failure, okay? It's an experience you was meant to have, or a lesson you was meant to learn. There is no such thing as failure. These things are meant to happen, okay? So when you're talking about give that somebody, there's a reason for it. Is the representative coming out to play again? Is the representative wanting to give you another thing of them? Do they really want to show you? They're going to try and ruffle up some emotion. And they're going to try and rustle up something to actually get you back, because they knew they're losing out. They knew they was losing out. Oh, what I go on, collective, what I go on. I'm thankful for the lessons. Yeah, I'm thankful for the lessons too, because it taught me never to do certain things again. Once you've been there and had the experience, especially if it's with bad experiences, you don't want to go back to those bad experiences, do you? Do you know what I mean? You get what I'm giving, collective, you get what I'm giving. So here comes. They're trying to be. So if you're going to get any knight, the only problem is they're never going to match. The knight is never going to match the queen. Okay? The knight is never going to match the queen. They can creep. Yeah. Keep it on the down low. So this one, the Knight of Pentacles, is the good knight. If it's any knight you're going to get in the deck, is this one. This is the knight, the messenger, the one that's got a message for you. Okay, and what it is with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, they're the one that plots in a good way, but they take their time over it. But once they come to an actual conclusion and they've made their plan open and clear to you, it's usually a good plan that's going to stick. Okay, this is what this person wants to do. This is also the creeper in the deck, though. This is the slowest knight in the deck. Okay. Oh, what's going on? There's a flurry of activity here. Can I have a free reading? What does that mean? No. If I'm going to do one card, I don't know if I'm going to do any one card reads. If I do a one card read, I might do that. Okay, but if you want a reading, you need to go to the link in the bio. I'm doing a special at the moment, a free card spread, but it's more than a free card spread. You will get that actually clarified as well. So if I need to, I don't like to leave things without a conclusion. So it will go to where it needs to go, but I will do a free card spread. I will elaborate. So you need to go to the link in my bio. Okay, I love how you give the readings, but also add your perspective and personal wisdom for the because hi Sharon, at Sharon Peters. This I know a Sharon Peters from back in the day. Stay away from the creepers. Yes, can I have a free reading? Cancer July. I just did a whole load of zodiacs from Sunday. I did zodiacs live on Sunday, but I actually downloaded it and I've put all the clips there. So there's Cancer in my profile. If you go to, you see this week's Cancer reading. So go to the profile because it's there. Okay? So stay away from the creepers. Creep. Yeah, keep it on the down low. So they've just been secretly trying to come forward to you. I don't know what the plan is. Some of these have got a plan, okay? They have the master plan, but I don't know what it is. Because look, and the reason why they're there she comes again. Here he comes again. The karmic and incarnate. When I got the Queen of Wands for me is always going to be the karmic, okay? Unless it's a spiritual message, okay? But what I'm getting here is this person is taking their time because they got somebody in the background who's just interference. It could be a mother figure. It could be a baby mother. It could be who they were dealing with, the person that they're trying to get away with. But remember when we did they have two paths. One is to get rid of who they were getting rid of, and the other one is to play the game regardless, thinking that you've not changed, okay? And that they can think they can bounce back in your life. But like I said, this person probably soft ghost you or tried to soft ghost you and come in and say, how you doing? Happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy this. I've known you this amount of years. History don't mean shit all when they do you something. History don't mean jack shit when they do you something, okay? Just because you've all those years don't mean nothing if they're just going to be nasty, if they're going to be a horrible person, if they're going to be... And let me tell you something, if someone's going to be abusive, actual abuse, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, okay, they are not your counterpart. They're an abusive marfo. That's all they are. They're abusive marfo. You should not be going anywhere near that. But if it's like manipulation or they're just cheating, human nature, then that's different. Do you know what I mean? You get what I'm giving, collective. So they've got some interference in the background. Whatever you want to see this interference is, but they need to balance that out. They need to sort that out because here comes the Empress, the baby mother. Do you know what? Sometimes when I see the Empress, sometimes the Empress is not only the baby mother, but sometimes it's an older person that's married that's been advising them. And this person could be the interference that is saying, nah, don't go with that person. They're too different. Nah, don't do that. Don't commit with that person because this, that, and the other. And 9 times out of 10, it's because they have an agenda. It's because they feel like, I'll tell you something. I was with someone, okay, and I was with them for over 15 years. And their mum hated me simply because she felt like I was taking the money out of her purse. And even when we were together, me and this person was together, she was still taking rent money from him. It turned out that he was working at one point and I wasn't. I was looking after kids, okay? And I got so fed up that I mentioned it to one of his sisters, and his sisters went to the mum and said, "Oi, why are you still taking rent from so and so? Do you think that's fair, and considering that person has got a family and you're still taking money from them?" Do you get what I'm giving? So when I say this is like somebody who's got an agenda, okay? Or you get them ones that get with her because she's the one that's got the money and I can benefit from this. You see, if you're in a Jamaican family, for example, and they say marry for convenience because that person's got money, they could help the whole family, okay? This is what you get with this kind of person. When you see the Empress turn up, okay? The interference, the one that is in the person's ear, so they're behaving like a sheep. Okay, you get what I'm giving, collective. Ah, yes, his mother. You see what I mean? The older auntie, the head of the household. You know what? You get what I'm giving, collective. Oh, it's not fair. It's not right. It's not fair. I'm going there with what's her name? She died, didn't she? What's her name? Oh, Whitney Houston. It's not right. It's okay. Wow, again, you are on point. Yeah, when you see the Empress turn up, sometimes. But you release me, sir, release. Release me, sir. I want that one. Wow, okay. Divine Banner. Ah, how you doing? How you doing? The girl used to send his mother money. Yeah. You see, when you come from a West Indian family as well, right, they like to hide and send people money. And it's taking money out of your pocket. And then they want to be stingy with you. They want to be stingy with you and send their money abroad. I had a friend, I'm going to tell you, I have a friend that, she didn't know he had a whole family somewhere else. He was married and had a whole family. He lived with her in London, and she lived. He would go back to what it was. She was a teacher as well. On top of it, make it worse. So what he used to do was he used to wait till she was teaching, go to Jamaica, spend 6 weeks, come back. She didn't know why he was doing that. So one day, what she did was she took the time off of work and went to Jamaica to see where it was, and it turned out he had a whole family that he was sending money to do and being cheap to her. Because what he was doing was he was being the cheap. He was breadcrumbing her left, right and centre. He was being so nasty to her sometimes. And he was living in her house as well. She was paying all the bills and he would give her a little shopping money. And it was like breadcrumbing. But what he was doing was sending all his money to Jamaica to his wife. And using her money to send to Jamaica as well. These Jamaicans, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. And I was married to a Jamaican, and it turned out I was married not only to a Jamaican, but his family was my family in a marriage type of way. So I thought I could trust the situation because he was best friends with my cousins. He was best friends with do you know, he knew more of my family than I did. Okay, I'm giving you the real talk. Okay, and all he wanted to try and do was use me. All he wanted to do was try and use me. I divorced that shit. And I had a divorce party as well. He took from me, yeah. This is what they do. They try and breadcrumb you and try to give you as little as possible. And do you know what happens though? You withdraw your energy and that's when they really want you. That's when they really realise what they're losing, what they're doing. Okay, and that's when they want to be equal partnership with you when it's too late. It's too late, baby, it's too late. Though we really did try to make it. Something inside me died and I what I want, please, what I want. Want to big up on herself. Like, care. Why did that come out? Like, share, comment, show your appreciation. I don't know where to take this now because that story is getting redundant for me. That story's getting a little bit waterful. Yeah, so sick of the liars. Yeah, do you talk to him still? Not a chance. Hell to the no. I've not spoken to that person in 6 years now, I think. It's been 6 years I've actually spoken to them. I divorced them over COVID. I took the opportunity over COVID because you could do it all via email. I took the opportunity over COVID to divorce them. I had a divorce party and everything. I don't want to talk to them. Because I damn thief and I damn liar. Thief, a liar, and they had this flex of telling lies to me. And telling lies to me about my own family as well. Telling me, oh, your uncle said you should give me the money because that's not right. My uncle never said not a such a thing. Do you know, it'd be things like that. Everything, hell to the no. To the no. I wouldn't even go in the vicinity. My husband's Jamaican. I went to Jamaica in January and I never touched base down there. And I didn't want to either because I'm not interested. I was over the other side of the island. I'm living it up with my sons. That's what I was doing. Me and my sons was out there living it up. We had a good time. I want that guan, Pete. Want that guan on the big up on the sub. Duke, have you joined the clan? And what's going on exactly? I was like, and you know, it's not even that. And his niece, who happens to be my niece, and I'll explain it to you why. I saw her after that. My son had a birthday party, and I went to my youngest grandson's birthday party, and I was taking pictures because I'm a photographer. So I was taking pictures, and she turned and said to me, "Why didn't you go down to so and so?" And I said, "Because I didn't have the time," which is the truth. I didn't have the time. But what she was really saying is that this person wants to see me in person to talk to me, and she thinks I'm stupid, and you know, never. Hell to the no. Good morning. How you doing, Ninja? That's the right name, Ninja. Karate chop. Yes. I want to go on, Tanika. What I want. Big up yourself. Exactly. Stand your ground. Yeah. I'm not interested. Do you know what it is? Do you know what I said to this person? I kept saying to this person, you're going to keep taking pieces till there's nothing left. And one day I just snapped. I just had enough. I just snapped and I said, no. Enough is enough. What it was, I actually rented out a place. I rented out a place in Negril. Went to Negril, rented out a place. I was there for 3 months, okay? And this person thought they was entitled to sit on their ass and demand stuff, okay? So I was to do everything and they sat on their ass and did shit all, okay? So it got to the point where because I asked them to do something, it was a problem to them that I asked them to do it. So I said, fuck you, okay? Wait for it. And I got up, booked a hotel and disappeared. Okay, this is what I did. I got up and booked a hotel and disappeared for the whole weekend. They phoned me up and they said, you're done with me? And I said, yes, I'm done. I told you, you're going to keep taking pieces till there's nothing left. They didn't get it. They thought I would always be there to take their nonsense. And so no, you see when a Virgo's done, I'm a Virgo, but when you do too much, it takes a lot for me to get there. I can't speak for other Virgos, but it takes a lot for me to get there, okay? But when I get there, you're going to get the full wrath. You're going to get the full wrath of what I really am about. And I'm the cut-off queen incarnate. I am the cut-off queen incarnate. When I've had enough. You're dead to me. And that's what it is. You're dead to me. I don't want nothing to do with you. Don't come in trying to slide in my DMs. Don't try and hook up. Don't try going through my... He even went through my family at one point and said to my family, here's the stupidness. Went to my brother and said to my brother, oh, Clive once said... Oh, shit, I said his name. I didn't mean to say his name. He said, he went to my family. And even tried to contact my family to ask me to phone them. So I phoned them and ain't got fuck all to say to me. What have you got to say to me besides trying to use me again? What else have you got to say to me? So I said, nah, you ain't got jack all to say to me. And I never spoke to them again after that. And even people in my family were saying you should talk to him. What for? Are you a flying monkey or something? What is it? Are you the flying monkey? They was trying to discredit me. They was trying to do all sorts of nonsense. Narcissist. So I understand what narcissism is. They need to keep them same energy when we flip it. Yes, I'm a Virgo too, and you don't take the nonsense. Hi, I haven't seen you in a long time, and nice to see you. Yes, Kaz, what I want, Kaz, what I got. So you know exactly how I feel. You're another Virgo. I see I'm attracting all these Virgos now. What I want. Cut. Yes, cut. In case that they forgot. Blah, blah, blah. Cut off. I'm a Taurus. When we're done, we're done. Yes, earth signs in general. Do you know, we're very accommodating people. We're very accommodating people. But you see when they're done, they're done. Yes, I want that one. Margot, yes, I understand completely. Let me tell you something. These people, they just think that they can run Rodra over you, okay? If you have it, you give, yes, of course. If you have it, because some people are in survival mode, okay? When you have it, you give, but don't take advantage of it. Don't take the piss. Don't think that you can run Rodra and I'm always going to be there for you to run Rodra over me and breadcrumb me and tell me all sorts of fuckery. Excuse my French. Tell me all sorts of effery. And think I'm stupid. Okay? Go about your business. You know what I mean? Go about your business. Yes, Ray. Big up. Thank you. Oh, I've got a couple of collective in the house. What's going on, Tanika? What's going on, Ray? Ray, you collective now. Yes, go on. Purple leopard there. I want that, go on. Don't forget tomorrow. If you've not had a reading from me, please turn up tomorrow so that we can do some readings, okay? And I have little surprises for you. And what I might even do for my collective, because I do a lot on YouTube, I do extended that nobody else sees. So what I might do is actually also send you the extendeds to videos that I've done. Okay, I've got a whole load of them that I can do that nobody's seen them. You're not seeing the light of day. I'll just send you the link to the extendeds then that go with certain videos. Okay, so collective, thank you for being here. Are you one of my collectives? What's going on, Ray? What's going on? Did you just join the link up? What's going on, Ray? What are going? Or was you always there? I can't remember now. What's going on, collective? What's going on? Yes, thank you, Duke Man. You're there again. What's going on, Duke Man? Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, you ain't joking, are you, Mr. Duke Man? What's the flowers? What's that one? What's a daisy? What is the daisy? Please tell me what these mean. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Jack. I love this live. Yeah, do you know, I believe in positivity. I don't believe in negativity. Although some of the reads are quite, some of it is quite negative in a sense, but it's the irony of it all. You have to laugh. If you don't laugh, you're going to cry. Because it's the irony of it all, do you know? Because 9 times out of 10, when I get special personal readings, 9 times out of 10, they are going to be negative. I mean, I get serious when it gets to personal readings, but, do you know, you don't have to be like that all the time. You don't have to be that serious person. You don't have to be, because, you know, life is serious enough. You know, if you've got that energy, you know, I'm into positive. The glass is always going to be full with me, okay? Because like I said, it takes a lot for me to get on a downer. It takes a lot. I believe in positivity and making yourself happy with your circumstances, no matter what your circumstances. This is the Buddhist coming out now, because I'm into Buddhism, Nichiren Buddhism, okay? You should make yourself happy for wherever you are. Do you know? Don't put down that best dress for tomorrow. Put it on now. Don't put down your best perfume, your best aftershave for later, because you might not get the chance to wear it. Wear it now. Make yourself happy now. There's no such thing as hell. Hell is a human construct. You get what I'm giving? When I talk about Lucifer, Lucifer was a fallen angel. Where did he come from? He came from God. He came from source. When these people are talking about all these different religions, it's about it's a human construct. Do you know what I mean? To keep people in their place. There's only one, there's source. You see, if you're Muslim, it goes back to a source. If you're into God, it goes back to a source. If you're into spiritualism, it goes back to the one source. There are many religions in one name. There's many names for it. There's many names for source. There's many names for Jesus. There's many names for God. There's many names for it. Okay? And that's what it is. So if you can make yourself happy now, why not? There is no such thing as hell. There's no such thing as hell. Lucifer is a fallen angel. It's just a devil entity. It's a devil entity who's there to sway you off your path. And that's what it is. So when people get devil entities attached to them, they've been swayed off their path so deep that they know nothing but wrong. Do you know? And they're going to take that karma. It's about taking that karma to the next life. Do you really want that? When you're going to go on from Manelia, you're going to go back to source, and source is going to take you back into your karma. Whether it's good or bad, and this is what people don't seem to understand. Do you know, like I was saying previously, it's the church. The church believed in reincarnation, okay? Going into the next life, karma and all that. But they restricted that information for their own ends and made it a heresy to understand that. And this is why we don't know a lot about reincarnation. This is why we don't know a lot about going to the next life, because of the restriction of the church. The church restricted so much. Went into places like Africa, where, by the way, we all come from, whether you're white, black, Chinese, whatever, okay? Where we all come from. They went in there and restricted how people lived. How people used to believe in reincarnation. The church stopped that. They made it a heresy. They hung people. They made that, they shot people in the name of Christianity. Okay? How can you be... the Catholic Church in particular makes me mad. Because how can you confess your sins to a man? Why are you sitting in a prayer booth confessing your sins to that person? Because they're just as imperfect as you are. There's only one place you should be confessing your sins to. You get what I'm giving, collective. I'm sorry, but some of you are into Christianity. I understand that, but for me, it's a man-made construct to control the masses. Okay, get out of the matrix. They changed everything, almost everything. Yeah, when you see the St. James version, that is not the truth. They hid so much. For example, let me give you an example. You see in Genesis, from the beginning, okay. They're saying that Eve ate the apple. Do you know what the apple was? The apple was sex. She had sex with that fallen angel and had two twins. One was good, one was bad, okay? But guess who was there even before Eve? Lilith. And Lilith said, if you can't treat me equal, I don't want no parts of it. So they created Eve from one of his ribs, okay? So that she could be subservient to him, because Lilith weren't doing it. So now, in this time, they call Lilith evil. And she's not. She just weren't putting up with the crap. You get what I'm giving, collective? So you have to, you have to read between the lines sometimes, because the St. James version is not the first Bible. The St. James version is not the first Bible. There's the Maccabee Bible. Did you know that Christmas is a pagan holiday? It was a day for rape and pillage. Okay? Easter is a pagan holiday. Okay? It was a day when the villagers used to meet up to mate because they was too much into breeding. Did you know this? So when you're actually celebrating Christmas, and we all celebrate Christmas and Easter and all them things. May Day was when they danced around the maypole. This is UK. I can't talk about other countries, but in the UK, May Day was when they danced around the maypole. They met up in other villages so they could stop the interbreeding. Yeah. So don't do your research. I'm a big research person. So even in the beginning, and some parts of the Bible is true, like Haile Selassie is a descendant of St. James, of David. David who ruled in those times. Haile Selassie really is a descendant, and he can trace his lineage right back to King David in the Bible. Certain parts of it is true, okay? But certain parts was made up to control the masses, and you have to read between the lines. When they talk about church, the church is within, source is within. We are all connected through spirit. We are all one, if you choose to go there. And source is within, it's not in the church. The church is within, okay? They don't tell you that it's a whole thing. This is where Kundalini is all about. Because when you hit that pineal gland through your Kundalini, people go through stuff, okay, and you get awakened, and then you can go into the fourth and fifth dimension and this kind of stuff through meditation. Your Kundalini rising is just the beginning of opening your third eye. Okay, and when that eye is open, you see the world in a different way. And yes, I may laugh and sit here and laugh and joke, but some of the things I've seen, it would freak you out. It would freak you out, honestly. Because once that eye is open and you're prepared to go on this journey and you're prepared to live this life, okay? I've got gifts from nowhere. Like, for example, tarot was something I got from nowhere. I didn't know anything about tarot. I didn't. It came from nowhere. It was like a gift that was given to me. I've been given as an empath, you're given the gift of foresight. You can see when the evil is coming. But sometimes you're there to heal people. You're there to heal them, to make them know, to understand. Okay, I've got gift of like I can read people like a book. I've got clients in America. Most of my clients are in America. They're in Mexico. They're in all sorts of places. Okay, how am I supposed to read them? I can look at a picture and tell you what the hell is going on with them. That's a gift. Oh, what's the glasses? What is that? Tell me what the glasses is. I've never seen that before. Yes, I want that one, people. Yes, like scent goggles. What are the goggles? I don't know what they are. Just got the number one gift. Thank you, Amina. Thank you, Amina. What I go on with, Delik? What I go on? I'm not big up on myself. Yeah, I'm just too long and old in the thing. But the one thing I've always been big on is research. Always, don't take my word for it. Go and do your research. Go and do your research because, these things get deep. Honestly, Jay, yes, I want that one. People want that one. I'm going to big up on yourself. Thank you so much for being here. I prefer to read them over a call. Yes. I prefer to read them over a call. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah. If you're in front of me, that's even stronger energy. That's stronger energy. But I've got a lot of clients all over the world and they send me pictures. I do it through pictures, okay? And sometimes I can tell when some people are sending me these odd pictures and it's not them and it's not the person. And they do that deliberately because, what's the point? What's the point of you doing that? Because all I'm going to do is delete them after. Because I don't keep pictures and stuff because I will pick up the energy. I don't because I'll pick up the energy and then all I'll be thinking about or doing or flicking cards on is that person. So when I do readings and I ask for a picture, I delete them afterwards because I don't want to pick up that energy because some of it is quite nasty. Do you know what I mean? So I prefer to read them over a call. Yeah. Yes, I can understand that. Yes, Mrs. Love your energy, miss. I got a frequency in my ear when I came on your channel. Yes, big up yourself. Yeah, because I'm telling you, I was a baptized Christian at one point. I'm going to tell you a story. I was with the kid's father and we became Christians and we ended up in this church, okay? And this church said, I want you to get married. I'm going to give you my ring. I want you to get married. I want you to give the tithing as well. It turned out the pastor at this church, always happens to me, these things. The pastor of the church was a thief and he was siphoning off all the tithings that people were giving the church. And he was buying the big old Mercedes. He was going on these holidays. He was literally, and this is in the UK. This is not America. He was literally sleeping with a lot of the actual congregation in the church as well, telling them that God will bless you. God will bless you if you sleep with me. You will get part of my energy and all sorts of shit like that. And so that put me off of Christianity. Not that I didn't believe in it, but it's just at the time, it was just like, because he did that, he was literally handing over a ring for us to go and get married. Do you know what I mean? That kind of nonsense. And so Christianity for me, but Buddhism made more sense. Not just in Buddhism, because it's an everyday Buddhist thing. It's not like, those Buddhists that sit around in the orange robes or Hare Krishna and all that kind. It's not that kind of Buddhism. It's an everyday Buddhism where it teaches you that you've got to love yourself first. You've got to go within and love yourself first. The second thing it teaches you is that heaven is on earth. It's what you make it. And you have to be happy in the circumstances you are in. If you can be happy in the circumstances, you could be a tramp on the street. I give this analogy all the time. You could be a tramp on the street, okay, and you are homeless and you're sitting at home. But do you notice that some of them people are happy? And I'm going to tell you why. They don't have to deal with credit cards. They don't have to deal with phones. They don't have to deal with the internet. All they need to know about is where they're going to sleep tonight and what they're going to eat. And they're happy with that. You get what I'm giving, collective? They don't have to worry about bills. They don't have to worry about the next credit card. They don't have to worry about going to work. You get what I'm getting? But they're happy with that. They found their happiness. Do you know what I mean? It's like you have to find the happiness within. And if you can find the happiness within, there ain't nobody can tell you nothing. You bounce back from everything. I've been homeless. I've been on the street. And I walked past the tramp or a homeless person. They said, please help me. I said, look, I'm homeless too. we got to help ourselves. And I did. I helped myself. You get what I'm giving, collective. So, when people start feeling sorry for themselves, it's insecurity more than anything else. Yes, you get yourself into stuff, okay? But it's for you to take responsibility and accountability and know and understand its actions and consequences, what got you where you was. What actions and consequences got you to that place? You've got to get yourself out of it. Don't rely on anybody else getting it out for that. And with the help of spirit and with the help of God, and recognize where you've gone wrong. Never see anything as a failure. It was meant to be a lesson or something you needed to learn at that moment. So you never do it again. You get what I'm giving, collective. You understand where I'm coming from. So that's the first thing it teaches. The second thing it teaches with Nichiren Buddhism is that knowledge is power. Okay? You should learn, keep learning, no matter what age you are. I went to college. Let me tell you something. I went to college at the age of 57 and did what I wanted to do, which was photography. I actually won an award. I was in college with 18-year-olds. Okay, it didn't stop me. And people said to me, why are you doing this now? I said, because it's what I should have done in the first place. Okay? People have said to me, but you're too old for that. No, you're never too old to learn. I went to college when I was in my 30s. I went to college and there was a woman doing O-levels with me when we used to have O-levels. And she was in her 60s. And she was the oldest person there, but that didn't stop her. That didn't stop her. Don't ever stop learning. Don't ever stop trying. Don't ever stop achieving. Don't ever stop. You get what I'm giving, collective? Always learn. Always take in that knowledge. If you don't understand something or you don't believe that something, go and look it up. Google is a good source. I've got apps like Allison. Allison is where you can actually literally get certified for free. They've got all sorts of courses on there. Okay, if you really want to know something, you can find it. There's free everything out there. I'm big on research. I have done since, because I went to university, did IT. I did IT when it wasn't popular for women to do IT. Now it's not. It's like everything is scripted now. So you don't need to know IT to understand the script. You just follow a script. But back in the day, we used to have to be mapping this. I used to dial into servers all over the world. That kind of thing, like Australia. And I used to, because I had the security clearance. I used to be the company I worked for. Funny story. The company I used to work for, I don't know if you're old enough to understand who the Baring brothers were, but they were taken down by the software of the company I used to work for. We developed a software that it used to, you put it in between a private exchange in a company. And the Baring brothers brought down a bank. And they did that, and they're in jail now. They're still in jail. In jail all now, but it was the company I worked for that brought down the Baring brothers, okay, with the software that they used that goes between a private exchange and a public one, so they could listen to the person's conversation. They can tell you where they was calling, what number they was calling, how long it took, how much it cost for that software. So we had software that the police used to use. So I know these things happen. So when you're at work and you think that your phone calls that you're taking on work time is private, think again. Okay, because I used to develop that kind of software that sat between that exchange and the public exchange. Anyway, I'm going to stop it. I'm gone now, but have a good day, dear. Thank you, Mystic. What I want. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Please subscribe. Please follow. Because there's more to come, people. Oh, what I want, collective. Tanita. I hope I see you tomorrow, Tanita. Okay? What I want, people, what I want, and I'll big up on myself. I was going to do one card reads. I don't know if I should before I go, because I've got so much going on today. Do you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Duke Man. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares, the comments. Thank you for your roses. Oh, I did put a target up there, though. I did put a target up there, but I don't know what's going there. So I've got a target for my subscriptions, and I've got a target for the roses. I just thought I'll put it up there. Put it out there. But yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Duke, man. You've done so much there already. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. No, it's not a problem. I mean, there's no point. Do you know what I mean? I'm an old head now. Do you know, I've been told I'm an old soul. And do you know what? The only time I went to a medium who didn't even flick cards, she sat there and read my whole life. Okay. But one of the things she said to me is that my soul was in part of the Lemurian at the time of the Lemurians and the Atlanteans. Okay. I don't know if you know the stories of the Lemurians and the Atlanteans. Okay. There's a myth going around that the Atlanteans, they had their whole cities under the sea and all sorts of company. But people know little about the Lemurians. Apparently the Lemurians were just souls that floated around. They could be in body form if they want to, but they didn't have to be. Okay, and there was some kind of, I think it was, what happened was, and don't quote me on this, but what happened was the Atlanteans developed crystals that have energy. This is why crystals have energy. If you didn't know it, crystals have electrical charges. And they were developing it to the point that they were turning into atomic bombs, and they was testing it. And they used to fight against each other for some reason. Even back in them, in the myth times, they were fighting each other for some reason. So the Lemurians used to just float around as souls. They were invisible. Okay, whereas the Atlanteans, they developed these crystals. And the crystals, I don't know if you've ever watched that program, Stargate. It was a little bit like that. Okay, where they use crystals to use it to make energy. And that's how it went. Okay, so they had the fight between them, so that it totally eliminated the Lemurians. But I've even got, and something drew me to a set of cards called the Lemurians. Okay, and it tells the stories. But, do that research again. They existed. They talk a lot about the Atlanteans and the crystals and all that. But, yeah, maybe even before that I was always into sci-fi and I didn't understand why, but yeah, it makes sense now. Because the Atlanteans use crystals for energy, apparently. Do you know, and this is where this thing about crystals have come from. This is going on for millennia now, but it's a proven scientific fact, if you didn't know, that crystals and different types of crystals have electrical charge, okay? So, for example, I've got on tourmaline. Tourmaline is about protection. This stone absorbs, and when a stone, especially if you're wearing it as a bracelet, if it's a proper stone and you wear it as a protection and that thing breaks in half or it splits, that means it's protected you from some kind of negative energy, because these things have an electrical charge, just like energy. Evil energy has an electrical charge, just like the crystals have. So they've protected you from some negative entity. When they split and break, they did their job. Okay, this is a clear quartz. Clear quartz is there for general. It's a general thing. This is specifically for protection, but this is general. This is like a general thing. Even if this breaks, it protected you from something. Okay, and I'll tell you a little story which I've said before. When my mum actually died, but I went where she was going to be buried, which was a Valentine's Day actually. So Valentine's Day means something completely different for me. We buried my mum Valentine's Day a couple of years ago, and I went and stayed in a hotel rather than staying with family because it was just too far from where we was. Okay, and I put all my crystals under the pillow, okay, and left them in the hotel, forgot about them, and I didn't miss any of them apart from one. It was the rose quartz that I missed, and I never had any more. Okay, so I was in the kitchen one day. This is like a month later. I was in the kitchen and I was sweeping, and guess what appeared from nowhere? A rose quartz, okay, which was bigger than the one that I left in the hotel. It freaked the shit out of me because I didn't know at the time. So I put it in the bin, and then I phoned my friend Kate, and I said to Kate, I've just got this. I was freaked out. I've just got this. I've got this rose quartz, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if it was an evil thing or a good thing. And she said, "No, that's your mum sending you a new rose quartz because she knew you never had it. She knew you never had it. Do you know?" And it sounds like a weird thing to say, but I'm telling you, I only had the one rose quartz. I've got a couple on my desk now. But I never had the rose quartz because I left it in a hotel. And that one appeared from nowhere in my kitchen while I was sweeping. And it really freaked the shit out of me. When I tell you I've seen some supernatural things, okay, this is why I know my mum's with me. And I know for a fact that my grandmother's with me as well. Okay, even though I didn't know her that well. Even though I'm telling you, don't ever think that crystals is a load of crap. When people say it's a stone, no. It's a proven fact that they have electrical charge. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you. Yeah, it's electrical. They've got electrical charges, and they've got different types of electrical charges. So when people say put them out in the sun to take up the sun's healing energy to cleanse them, it really is a thing. When they say put it out on the moon, in front of the moon, it really is, because the moon again is one of those things that's a healing energy if you want it to be. Because if the moon can actually control tides in and out, why can't it govern your emotions? This is why when you see retrogrades and when you see like when the full moon, and I get some flipping energy, I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm gonna stop it. Thank you, Jay. I'm gonna stop that talk now, but I'm just to say, in reference to crystals, I could talk, and I've actually read. See, all these books. This is how I know all this knowledge, because I've read all these books and I've read them to my Patreons. But I might be stopping that soon. But yeah, I read it all to my Patreons. I've got pendulums. I've done crystals. I've done candles. I've read all of that stuff. I've got books galore in reference to all that esoteric stuff, and I might read them and put them on here as a series. If you're interested, because knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. If you don't believe in something, or you don't know if something is true or not, please go and do the research, because I used to be a very logical person. I'm going to tell you, I was a very logical person. There was a lot of things I wouldn't believe in, okay, until it happened to me. Until it happened to me. I can't be a logical person anymore because too much has gone on for me to understand. For example, me chanting, because I chant for meditation. I chant as part of the lethargy. If you don't know what that is, I'll show you. Every morning I do this, okay? And in this is not only the chant, but you do silent prayers. Okay, you say thank you to your ancestors. You say thank you to your passed over people. You give them special acknowledgement, whoever you want to give a special acknowledgement to. Okay, but I chant as part of a meditation, and I made the silly mistake one day and chanting, because when you chant, you can ask for what you want. It's a type of manifestation. You can ask for what you want. Okay, and the universe, source will give it to you. Okay, so you chant for it. So I made the silly mistake of saying, please bring me my soulmate. But when you do these things, you have to be specific. When you do these things, you have to tell the universe how you want it, when you want it, who you want, what they're going to look like, how they're going to be. You don't just say, I want my soulmate. So that's a mistake I made, and they turned up. But it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. You never know what you're going to get unless you're specific. So, this is what I say to you. Trust and believe. Learning is a lifetime occupation. Yeah, learning is a lifetime occupation. Trust and believe. I'm a strong believer in research. I'm a strong believer in that. And this is what this teaches you as well. They teach you to never stop learning. You never stop learning, okay? And if you don't believe something, research it. This is not a religion. This is more of a kind of a philosophy, but rooted in scientific fact. So, for example, chanting, is a kind of meditation, but chanting, I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge. So if you keep chanting that, okay, it affects the brain in the sense that it calms you down. It makes you happy. It brings you closer to source. Okay. That's not the only part of it. We call it Damuku. Okay. But it's a very old ancient Japanese thing. But in saying all that, people, you should always meditate. You should always meditate. Do you know what I mean? You should always be meditating because it brings you closer to source. That's my type of meditation, and that's what I'm into. Okay, so when I really want to meditate, I chant every morning anyway, but sometimes I do sit there and meditate. Meditation is nothing but sitting there, closing your eyes, and this is the simple meditation. Close your eyes, sit in a quiet space by yourself and close your eyes and listen to your breathing. Okay? Stop all the chatter in your mind and just listen to one thing, which is your breathing. Okay? So you inhale and blow it out. Draw in the good, release the bad. Draw in the good, release the bad. All you have to do is just close your eyes and concentrate on your breathing. That's the simplest form of meditation, okay? Get the chatter out of your mind and just concentrate on one thing. And then you find things start popping in your head. You know, things start popping in your head. Things, you know, spirit will talk to you. You know, you start getting the downloads. Especially if you're an awakened one. If you're an awakened one, or you've been through Kundalini, you've been awakened, your third eye is open, your intuition has kicked in. Even back in the day, my intuition saved my life. Literally saved my life. And so as a consequence, if I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it. If my mind tells me, if my intuition tells me not to do something, I'm not doing it. So I'm getting serious now, but that's what I'm saying to you. Intuition is a strong thing. It can save your life. It saved mine. Okay, so this is why I'm here today, because I'm going to tell you why I say that. One time I was dating a masseur. Oh, he was fantastic. I was dating a masseur. Okay, and he said to me one day, "We're going to a christening," and I said, "Okay." So the day came, and I said, "I'm not going." And he said, "Why are you not going?" I said, "I have a feeling that I shouldn't go." And we didn't go. So he followed me and he didn't go. He was annoyed at the time, but we didn't go. In the paper the next day, this christening, it was a black thing. You know, when it's a baby's christening, but they're partying, right? Basically. So what it was, this christening was above a church. Okay. Not a church. It was above a chemist. And I don't know how much people they had in there, but the ceiling collapsed and killed people. The ceiling collapsed and killed people. And he said, "Bloody hell, how did you know that was going to happen?" I said, "I didn't. I followed my intuition, and my intuition told me not to go, and I didn't go." And that's what happened. Even back in the day, before I even came to this journey, I always followed my intuition. If I feel an energy of I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If I feel like doing something, I would do it. Like today, I just do these impromptu. The reason why I do these impromptu lives, okay, is because I'm in the mood to do it, or I feel like I should do it, or I feel like I should be here to do it. Because there's a message there for somebody and somebody needs to hear it. Regardless of the way I deliver that message, some people receive messages in different ways. So if I'm giving you a message in my way, it's my way. You'll notice with a lot of these tarot readers, they give you the same message, but they give it to you in a different way. And I just give it to you. The downloads I'm getting, they're probably getting, but somewhat in a different way. The same thing in a different way. Like at the moment, we've gone through retrograde. You're probably finding at the moment there's a lot of tarot readers that are telling you that bloody hell, I'm really going through it right now. I'm going to disappear for a week. I'm going to do, because everybody's getting the same download. Everybody's getting the upgrades. Everybody's getting the. If you are a true tarot reader, if you're a true empath, if you're a true intuitive, okay. This is what it is. The timelines are shifting, okay, and they shift, and a lot more people are waking up. And you notice that the masculines them is waking up. There's a lot more masculines out there doing readings, if you notice. Once upon a time, you wouldn't see it, but there's a lot more masculines out there because they're waking up to the journey and they're realizing who they are and what they've done and how they've done it. And they've probably got some stories to tell you of the nonsense they used to do and realize that what harm they were causing. Especially against the feminines them, who are just there, who want to help them, who just want to be there for them and to be in their feminine energy. You see, like now, because like now, the way the dating game is going at the moment, these men are all in their bloody feminine energy. Okay, they want the woman them to chase them. They want the woman them to pander to them, not realizing that they should be protecting, providing and preserving. Okay, they should be protecting, provide. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, please look me up, because men are there to protect you. They are the givers. Okay, men are supposed to be the givers. Thank you so much, Ray. Thank you. And you are supposed to receive as the feminine. Yin and yang, okay? We are the receivers, men are the givers. They're supposed to be the hunters. I know it sounds like a very old-fashioned thing, but that's how it's most meant to be. So that a woman doesn't have to worry about going out there and working. So a woman doesn't have to go out there. She can be herself and be in her feminine energy. So that she can help that man be the best person he can be. But until these men understand, okay, that women are not supposed to be. I always say, sit on that throne and don't let that crown tilt. Whether you're a masculine or a feminine, don't let women take advantage of you. Okay? Don't let a man take advantage of you. You are supposed to sit on that throne and receive. You are the intuitive. You are the one that has the ideas and he action it. That's what's supposed to happen. Okay? You're supposed to get the downloads. He's supposed to action it. That's how it works. That's why I say, well, if you was to actually come together with your divine counterpart, okay, and even these things are preached in the Bible, let me tell you, a woman is supposed to be, in order for a woman to be in her feminine energy, she needs to feel protected and loved, okay? If you're not providing that, okay, of course she's going to be in her masculine energy. Of course she's going to have to go out there and work. And then when you get some of these masculines that are telling you about, I had a conversation with somebody once and I said to them, if I'm working and you're working, why is it that you want me to come in and do all this work and you're going to sit there and cock up your foot? How does that work? It's a 50-50 team, right? Some of these men think it's okay for you to do 12 hours work a day, okay, and come in and cook and clean and look after the children. And you say to them, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to fix that door. But I could have done that. Oh, I'm going to put up that railing. But I could have done that. What happened to the 50-50? What happened to the 50-50? What happened to her trying to be in her feminine energy? If she's going out to work and you're going out to work, do you think that's fair? I'm going to have this debate with you now. Do you think this is fair that I work 12 hours, you work 12 hours, I'm coming in looking after kids. Not that I'm not at that age. I'm not at that age anymore. I don't have to look after kids and that. I can hand back my grandkids or whatever. But do you think it's fair that a woman has to come in after working 12 hours to cook, clean? Is it, and especially if they come in before you, okay, if they're coming before you and they're sitting down there looking at you waiting for dinner, do you think that is fair? A woman can't be in her feminine energy if you're going to treat her that way. If a woman feels protected, provided for and preserved and loved and she can trust you, you will see a different somebody who will ride or die for you. Do you get what I'm getting? You get what I'm going with that, collective? You will see a different somebody who she would ride for you to the ends of the earth. Do you know what I mean? But if you're having her out there having to work and come in and do all these things, of course she's going to resent you. Of course she's going to be this person that's going, and then you're going to turn around and say that she's nagging you. And it's not nagging, it's something she told you over and over again. And you're not listening. I'm just giving you examples. Do you get what I'm saying? So when a woman's in her feminine energy, she will ride or die for you. You get what I'm giving? Do you know what I mean? And this is what these people sometimes understand. Instead of her being defensive all the time, okay, and you wanting her to chase you, and you wanting her to provide for you as a feminine energy, and you want her to do, you're breadcrumbing her. Of course she's going to be in her masculine energy, because from the jump off, she's having to be in that masculine energy like she's the man, chasing you instead of you chasing her. Do you get what I'm giving, collective? It don't make no sense to me. No, these men have been spoiled. Yes. Sometimes it is our fault. Sometimes it is our fault. Do you know what it is? What started a lot of this? It's because back in the day, women didn't go out to work. Men did, right? And if the man was in his right mind, he would protect, provide and preserve, and she would ride or die for him. But what you're getting is these overbearing men, okay, that behave like they rule the rules because they control the money, they control this, they control that. So obviously what happens is, and I'll tell you why it happens, I'm going the long way around it, but what happens is the children are growing up seeing this nonsense and thinks it's normal when really it's dysfunctional. Okay, fair enough, she's staying home and looking after the kids. But he's being a bitch, thinking he can rule the rules. He can withhold money and therefore withholding from his children. Okay, he's going out there having the side chick, and the children are growing up seeing this and thinking it's normal. So obviously they become adults and want to do the same thing. Only they buck up stronger women, and they can't do that. So obviously now the women that will probably be by themselves and be in their feminine energy by themselves, so they can do what they want and be in their feminine energy by themselves rather than giving that energy to a man. Because these men want them to chase them. They want that they're cheating on them. They want to have the side chick. They want to be bitches basically. They want to be a man bitch where the woman is minding them. Okay, they want to be a man bitch. They want to be a man child. Because they're grown up seeing these things from their father or their mother. And then you get the narcissist mother who will do the conditional love thing. Okay, who will do the conditional love. You're getting my love on a condition that you do what you're supposed to do. Never mind that, that your mum is supposed to be in her feminine energy, okay? Your mother's supposed to be in her feminine, feel the treasured love, and therefore she can return that to her children. But instead, she's having to cope with a man that is cheating on her, who's withholding money. And that's what I said to you. Independent girl them, independent man them. Have your rainy day money. So when people start taking liberties, you can, even if it's enough money to jump in a cab and go about your business. You know what? You get what I'm giving, collective, because nowadays it don't happen. You don't have the courting. You don't have the somebody who doesn't want, because these men are complaining. What are you bringing to the table? I bring my womb to the table. Women give life to nations. Women give life to nations, and if she can't be in her feminine energy, she's not going to breed because she doesn't trust who she's going to be with. This is where there's such a decline in birth rates. This is what people don't seem to understand. I know I'm being political now, but this is why there's such a decline in birth rates, because the woman them said no to hell to the no. To the no. I'm not getting with a man that's going to treat me like that. Women are standing up for their rights now. And you see all this business about what's going on in America. In Mississippi, they want to bring back the John Crow law. Okay, and then there's other states where they want to make abortion illegal. So when that woman gets raped, she's supposed to put up with that. When she's gone with the wrong person, she's supposed to put up with that. When she's been abused, she's supposed to put up with that. And a court is going to decide whether she can abort that baby or not when it's too late. These things don't make sense. When is it that a man? Because it's got 9 times out of 10 it's men that make these rules. Okay. I can get on my soapbox because this really infuriates me. And thank God we don't have this in the UK. But in America, they're coming up with some damn nonsense in the sake of the decline in birth rates for a start. And I'm like, no. Which man is supposed to tell me about my body? No. I'm sorry, people. I'm on my soapbox now. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to stop it now. Okay? Thank you for being here. How you doing? Lucy, what I want? Lucy, what I want? Warhead joined. Who's Warhead? Little Comfort. Oh my goodness, Duke man, what I want? Thank you so much. You're not even joking, are you, Mr. Duke man? Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Ray, where you been? Ray, make sure you turn up tomorrow for the subscription only live, okay? So that I can read you. Not to read you like that, but you know what I mean. Yes, they know women should have a voice. Yes, Ray. What time? I'm doing it at 7. But if you look at my videos, I don't know if you've been watching my videos then, because it's got the event on there. 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, okay? 7 o'clock UK time. I don't know what time. I don't know where you are, Ray. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock UK time. I think that's in the morning for Americans. 7, 6, no, it's just 10 afternoon in America, I guess, yeah. Yeah, oh, you're in USA, Ray, yeah, so that'll probably be early afternoon for you then, won't it? Because I think, depending on where you are, if you're in somewhere like New York or something, I think it's the same Jamaican time, so it'll be like 6 hours behind. Some places, like Cali and some of them places, like 8 hours behind, isn't it? different time spans in America. What time? Yeah, because I do personal readings, I have to get to the time zone, so I know some of the time zones. Like places like New York is going to be 6 hours, like the same as Jamaica. Cali is 8 hours behind. So if I do 7 UK time, Cali it's going to be in the morning. York is going to be early afternoon. Yeah. Thank you so much. What time is it there? So it depends on where you are. Where are you in the US? Because there's 3 different time zones in the US, isn't there? California, I think, is 8 hours behind because I've got clients in California. So yeah, and it's usually hours behind. So what I do is with my Cali people that are in Cali and stuff, with those clients, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is the night before for them. So it's like 9 o'clock at night. So I get up at 6. I would do a reading at 6 o'clock in the morning, but it'd be 9 or 10 o'clock at night there, which they don't mind because it's before their bedtime or whatever. So that's what I do. I make that agreement with them and do it early in the morning. But for you, 7 p.m. is going to be like late morning in Cali. Yeah. Mountain time, I don't know, but I know it's 8 or 9 hours behind. You're 8 or 9 hours behind, so it's morning where you are now, isn't it? Yeah, Colorado. I'm not sure about Colorado. I don't know what the time. Oh, so it's 8:41 a.m. It's 8:41 in the morning. Yeah. So it's kind of like that's yeah. So what I would do is get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and do a 6 o'clock in the morning reading when it's night time before. Yeah. Tanita, what I go on, Ray. I'm gonna love and leave you guys now. Thank you for being here and my subscribers. I will see you tomorrow. We'll do a subscriber only read. I don't know how long I will go on for, but afterwards, if it's not if I'm not tired, okay, then I will do a collective read afterwards or do some 1-card reads. But my subscribers, big up yourself. I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to leave it there. Till next time, take care, and I'll speak to you guys soon. I will have some more deep and personal conversations. Take care, people. Take care. See you soon. I'll see you tomorrow, subscribers. Okay. Jay, I'll see you tomorrow. Ray, tomorrow. Tanita, tomorrow. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.